What is up, everyone? Devin Koepkeeps, Snap Koepkeeps, Team Cardhoarder. How is everyone? Good. We're going to come back with some no band list modern again. This time I have a little, I don't know, I want to call it like skull clamping taxes or clamping taxes or just skull clamp. It's a black-white deck based around Skull Clamp, essentially, along with some busted draws with Chrome Mox into turn 1 Bitter Blossom, turn 1 Collective Brutality, turn 1 Stoneforge Mystic, black-white lands, and then 1 black-green land to follow up with our 4 banned Deathrite Shamans in Modern. This card's great and can fit into any deck, however, any black-white, or any black-green deck, rather. There's an Overgrown Tomb in the sideboard for it, because that's how we think. 4-path as removal, along with our 3 Collective Brutalities. This card's just great in the deck, by the way. It does a lot of different things. It's essentially like Dark Ritual for Bloodghast, Shock, or like kind of like a Lightning Helix, I suppose, like mini Lightning Helix, and Duress. So it's pretty good, and it can allow for some really, really good draws. Think of like double Bloodghast hands or whatever. And some pretty busted interactions. So I hope it's okay. We have 5 main deck discard spells, 3 Inquisition, 2 Thoughtseize to interact with combination decks. I just kind of like went for a whim. Most of the Jund decks played 4 Inquisition, like 2 Thoughtseize. So I just played 3 because I needed to find slots. 17 lands also might be too little, but the only thing we're really trying to cast is an Elspeth, so I don't know, it might be okay. Obviously, the namesake card Skull Clamp goes along really well with our Bloodghasts, our Lingering Souls, our Elspeth Knight Errant, and our Bitter Blossoms. Jit's great. You should probably play Jit in this format, I assume. Liliana of the Veil is pretty good. One of the better draws that you had out of Jund was turn 1 Deathrite, turn 2 Liliana of the Veil. So I just took that idea and concept and just put it in this deck. So I have 3 Lilianas and 4 Deathrites now. 1 Batterskull to go along with our Stoneforge Mystic, and 1 Elspeth to go along with this card's busted. And I think it's probably underplayed. Man, this card was really good, like legacy playable good. Back in the day. So I don't know if cards have just gotten a lot better, but this card's really, really good. In the sideboard, we have 2 Zealous Persecutions to fight against aggro decks, 2 Abrupt Decays to fight against aggro decks, and like perhaps counterbalance decks, lock piece decks like Ghostly Prison and Chalice of the Void. Another Elspeth, control decks, and just fuel, like against mid-range decks probably too, and a fuel Skull Clamp. 3 Thalias to fight against combo, Chalice of the Void to fight against almost exclusively Hypergenesis, but also combo. Another discard spell on the board, and then 2 swords. Black-green sword against black-green decks, red-blue sword against red-blue decks. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I don't know, seems good. This Thoughtseize looks out of place, but maybe could be something more high impact, maybe another Thalia, but I don't know. I didn't want 4 Thalias in the deck, especially because we have a lot of non-creature spells ourselves. And the other discard spell could come in handy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the videos that are about to come up. Me and Chran are going to battle it out to the death. And may the best man win.